Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for who you may be dealing with. And of course, everything will resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val33 Tarot. She has a review as well. Thank you. For some reason, this is okay. So the first message of today, I'm getting someone who's very kind of not necessarily nitpicky or neurotic, but they're very particular about pronunciation, verbiage, communication. Very particular, not in a bad way or anything like that. It's just an energy of whether they like to be very grammarly correct or proper or just something like that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Literally, very, very prefrontal cortex. Very brainy. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. It's kind of like a sign of intelligence. It's smarts. Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense. They have a lot here to kind of assess and kind of look over. I feel like they're definitely contemplating as to what's the best way to kind of work on things moving forward, which I do feel like there's quite a bit here that they are wanting to kind of stand up and fight for. Okay, so ultimately it's an energy of just choosing how they kind of want to move forward and how they are wanting to be adamant. What's that word? Valiant? Ooh, okay. There might be children involved, or a child. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they're making some very big and drastic decisions here. It definitely feels as if they've had to kind of think about this and contemplate quite a bit, or possibly just for some time, to truly 100% move forward with some sort of decision here. Because I do see either one, they're letting something go, or two, it's just something is no longer working. But they definitely have something in kind of like already currently in place that they've already started or already have started working on. And even though this is an energy of kind of like, in a sense, the aftermath of things, they definitely are putting this together. Yeah, it feels like the aftermath. But they definitely are in a sense aiming up. That's for sure. They're aiming up. Like, okay, well, there still is they're saying there still is a chance that things can still work out. Things can still be okay. Everything can kind of be like tied together and brought together, and things can still work. Okay, there's a lot of emotional energy here to invest and give. That is for sure. A lot. They're saying focus and security above all else. Yeah, and they're showing me that as well. Like, ooh. Wow, that is a very unique message there, Crosswatcher. I have to say it, Scorpio. I do believe Crosswatcher is possibly with you watching this video as well at the same time. They could be next to you listening, or they could just be watching this on their own. I don't exactly know. It's like whether they're in the same room with you or whether they're in the other next room. I don't exactly know. But literally, as I'm repeating the words no, it's like KNOW. They're also kind of giving me the other word of NO. No. It's like this almost like this energy of whatever has taken place. Like I said, it feels like, again, the aftermath. So even though they're remaining very hopeful and kind of aiming high for things to kind of still work out, there is this, let's just say there is this kind of split focus of what they independently and personally have regarding, as well as, in a sense, how to word this. Now my mind is wanting to draw a blank. They're protecting what they personally have, which is, in a sense, their own. Because they are showing me that there is some sort of combination, or let's just say combined investments here between the two of you. But whatever this is about further abundance, further security, further stability, this is what's really taking its toll on them. It really is. So even though they are aiming high and remaining very hopeful and they have so much emotional energy to give, it's almost like there's a huge weight and burden that is definitely on their shoulders that they are definitely stressing about. Definitely stressing about. But I kind of feel like you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. It could possibly be all internalized. Because I literally just heard someone say, no, no, no. Like, no, no, no. Like, whether it's a panic attack, whether it's, just stress, the pressure, I don't exactly know. At the same time, again, they are kind of like, okay, well, I gotta pull myself together. I gotta kind of like pick myself up and let's take care of whatever the issues and problems are. They're definitely saying they have absolutely no idea what the road ahead has kind of in store for them, but they definitely are kind of willing to find out here. And there's the emotional energy coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness. And just like that, they're kind of showing me again with the emphasis of the word no. It's like, no, no. Goodness. Wow, wow, wow. It feels like they just complete. If they were in a car, it feels like they just completely flipped a what's it called, a UE, or they just turned a 180. Because they're showing me that it's like they were on fully on board with wanting to acknowledge and address the issues or the problems to find out where things actually lead, and that feels initially good to them emotionally. At the same time, they're also kind of like, no, it doesn't. No, no, not anymore. No, it doesn't. And I don't exactly know what that is. It's almost like they're if they were holding a cup of emotions, it's the equivalent of them kind of like holding it, and then they find out kind of, if they shift their hand a little bit, they find out that there's a hole or a leak in that cup, and all of a sudden it's kind of like they look back in and they're like, you know what, I got nothing left actually. Whether they knew it or not, or that's what I'm kind of saying is there are definitely some sort of drastic changes and shifts taking place here. And there's that energy of you wouldn't know it. It goes on internally or beneath the surface. They're showing me there's quite a bit here to kind of consider once again. And they're back in a very difficult position. They kind of, what they're showing me, the emphasis on the message of, they feel like they're in a bind. They feel like they're in a bind. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone who do have showing up, we do have earth energy, water energy, as well as air, but it's kind of like very airy, so it's kind of hard to grasp or catch, but there's that. Goodbye.